Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. ELIF NUR TURHAN of Turkey obliterates Beatriz Ferreira with a truly scary display of power and aggression. It was quite extraordinary. This lady really, I think, is a super featherweight. At least she's boxed at super featherweight previously. Her last fight was in the away corner in France against the undefeated Rima Ayadi, and she knocked her out in 6 rounds. And Ayadi, I think, was undefeated in 11 at the time. Now, Beatriz Ferreira up at lightweight. I should point out also that earlier this year, February, March this year, she fought Shauna Brown up at lightweight, who was undefeated in 5 rounds. Shauna lasted about 45 seconds, 50 seconds. One left hook was all it took. He's a poet and didn't know it. But I'll tell you what, ELIF NUR TURHAN, that's some power. That's a scary power. She rampages after you like, you know, like Aaron Pryor if someone's insulted his mum. But make no mistake about it, Beatriz Ferreira was considered one of the best female fighters in the world. Quite rightly so. Quite rightly so. She was the IBF lightweight champ. This was her 4th defense. I'm glad I didn't do a preview of this fight because I meant to. I forgot, or I just had too much to do. But I would have thought Beatriz could have contained Elif, maybe kept her in a box with the skills, because she's a 2-time Olympian and 2-time medalist, Beatriz. I thought, and she's Brazilian girl, utterly fearless herself, completely confident, 32 years old now, so she's got lots of experience, probably in her prime, if not her prime, and certainly damn close to it. But make no mistake about it, ELIF NUR TURHAN of Turkey, 30 years of age, she absolutely is in her prime, and she is a scary proposition. Scary proposition. She came out, and you thought, okay, Beatriz is going to try and, you know, just get her respect, pop her a little bit, use a few slick skills, get control of the range. Elif tore after her. And don't forget, these are 2-minute rounds, only 10 twos. She knocks over. She knocked down. Well, she legitimately knocked down Beatriz with a punch, a right hand. I think it caught her behind the ear. Down goes Beatriz. The referee, inexplicably, I wasn't familiar with this lady, Diana Milari, I think her name was. I hadn't seen her before, but she made a mistake because she called it a slip. It wasn't a slip, it was a knockdown. So she wipes off the gloves. Beatriz goes back in against, along comes Elif, bang. Same punch, exactly the same, puts her over again. It was almost like a photocopy of the original knockdown. And this time, the referee does call it a knockdown. Now, to me, that's a 10-7 round. I don't care that the referee got it wrong. If I was a judge, I'd still be scoring that a 10-7 round because I thought the judge made a mistake. And she did make a mistake. And all right, we're all human, we make mistakes, no problem. But that's a 10-7 round. And Beatrice is like, fucking hell, what the fuck have I got in front of me here? Now, Elif chases after her in the 2nd round. I thought she won that round, although it was closer. In the 3rd round, Beatrice is sort of gradually getting her boxing together, but Elif is really dangerous, for every second of the round. And she's sort of standing back sometimes and having a look, and all right now, and then she charges in, bang, 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 bang. Like she's throwing boulders. Every punch is like the world depends on it. Her life depends on it. And Beatrice, who is usually the bully, suddenly she's like, what the fuck is going on here? You could see it in her face. What the hell is this that I've got in front of me now? This whirling dervish. And weirdly, Beatrice is quite short. She's a stocky girl, about 5'3", 5'4". Elif is bigger. I don't know how tall she is. She looks about 5'6", maybe at the most. But she looks like the bigger woman, even though she's campaigned at super feather. In fact, Eddie Hearn said in the post-fight interview that ELIF NUR TURHAN is still the mandatory for Baumgardner down at super feather. So I don't know what the hell is going to happen here, whether she's going to keep this lightweight belt, this IBF lightweight belt, and unify there, or whether she's going to jump down to 130 and take on Baumgardner. I'll tell you who I'd be picking as well. It wouldn't be Baumgardner. Baumgardner's style is all wrong for ELIF NUR TURHAN. But anyway, getting back to this fight, Elif was getting closer. The 4th round, I thought Beatrice won. And then in the 5th round, an explosion from Elif, chases after Beatrice, pins her in the corner. And I mean, it was like left, right, left, right, left, right. I mean, it's like she wasn't going to stop punching until Ferreira's head ended up in the cheap seats, or she just was completely and utterly knocked down. In fact, she went down in a heap. And the referee, I mean, she got to her feet. The referee looked at her. And this is how aggressive and powerful ELIF NUR TURHAN is. Beatriz Ferreira, this Brazilian who was used to bullying everyone, who has great skills, who'd won 2 medals at the Olympics, who'd been a very, very good professional champion, she looked beaten. She looked like, I don't want any more of this. Fuck this. This is just too much. And the referee rightly read the sort of, I was going to say read the room, but she read the room definitely, because we were all like, this is over. But she definitely read the facial expression of Beatriz Ferreira and stopped the fight. And that was in the 5th round. So the new IBF lightweight champion is ELIF NUR TURHAN of Turkey, who has, in fairness, I mean, she came over to Belfast, knocked out Shauna Brown in a round at lightweight, went down to 130, beat Rima Ayadi in France as the away fighter, and now she's gone all the way to Monaco to take on a champ, a very established champion, and she's come away with the belt. And, 12-0, she's 12-0 now, no draws, no defeats, 8 KOs, which is very high for a woman, very high, because of the 2-minute rounds, it's more difficult to get KOs. Beatriz Ferreira herself, still a good fighter, but she's only got 8 wins because I think she returned to the amateurs to pick up a 2nd Olympic medal and then came back. At 32, I mean, she still takes some beating. She calls herself the Beast, and in the past she's looked like a beast. But the unification with Caroline Dubois is what everyone was talking about. And to be honest with you, Caroline Dubois hasn't been allowed anywhere near Beatriz Ferreira. You can bet your bottom dollar there's no way on God's green earth that Shane McGuigan is going to want to put Caroline Dubois anywhere near ELIF NUR TURHAN. This is a spectacular female fighter who deserves all the credit. And as Eddie Hearn said, I don't often agree. Well, sometimes I don't agree with Eddie Hearn at all. But they said, is she pound for pound the hardest puncher in women's boxing? He said, no, pound for pound, she's one of the hardest punchers in the women or men's game. And I think that's accurate. She hasn't got a great deal of technique. I mean, her technique is her aggression, her front-footedness, her power, but terrific to watch, wildly entertaining. And no one is more shocked by that performance than Beatriz Ferreira, who now has to come back. And may do. She may do. She may well do. She's now 8-1 with 2 KOs. Not a lot of professional experience, you could say, but she's looked the part. She didn't tonight. So let me know what you think of this young lady. You may have seen her before, either in Belfast or France, or a terrific fighter. Really terrific fight. She really is. I love watching her. But leave your comments below. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.